That is a groundbreaking moment. It's a real good moment where we go, I do have club face control and I'm not going to shank it ever again. We're talking about how you can stop shanking the golf ball and never ever ever do it again. This is all about developing skills and developing feedback your own way. We always get a little bit kind of focused on the overall swing in certain positions. This is one where we can have some fun and ultimately stop shanking the golf ball. So for 2020, what irons are you gaming? I'm always interested to know. I've asked you about the driver in previous weeks and I've just got the brand new Cobra SC, but what are you gaming in the irons? So I've got still the Cobra 1 length. It's a big story for me last year. I have not changed them. I love them. Okay, I've tried the others this year. They are good, but I really like the 1 length and I'm truly sold on it. But most importantly, I want to know exactly what you're gaming. So in today's YouTube video, we're talking about how we can stop doing this. It is so demoralizing. It often creeps into our game when we least expect it. Water, high tariff shot, under pressure, last hole, good score in our hand, all of the above. So ultimately, why would we shank the golf ball? Well, we've got a strike that's coming a little bit too far close to this hosel. I'm actually hitting it off the hosel, causing the ball to go off to the right. Now, there could be several reasons for this. One reason could be early extension, hands then getting closer to the golf ball and working in this motion. It simply could be I become a little bit too inside and the hands are working close to the golf ball again. There are several different reasons, but what you've got to understand is my hands at impact are closer to the golf ball than they were at address. It could also stem from an address position. So my first port of call for you here is making sure that we're actually aligning the golf ball in the middle of the club face, okay? In the middle of the club face. Now, many coaches might say, if you're shanking it, address it off the toe. I don't want you to do that. I want you to make sure, number one, we're addressing this ball exactly out the middle of our iron. So once you've done that, with 3 golf balls now, I want you to try and hit one out the heel. You might be thinking, what? Hit out the heel? I'm trying to get away from that. Listen to the rest of the video and stick around to the end because I explain exactly the reason why. So with 3 golf balls, I want you to try and hit one out the heel to begin with, then one out the toe, then one out the center. And this is key. So number 1, I want you to try and hit it out the heel. Okay, that felt a little bit heely. Okay, number 2, addressing it from the middle, can I hit one out the toe? Wow, that felt terrible. That was so far out the toe. So straight away, if I'm shanking it, the last thing I want to do is try and hit out the heel. I would be more likely to want to hit out the toe. But the reason why I want you to do it, because if you can selectively hit the heel, then selectively hit the toe, and then hopefully selectively hit the middle, just by feeling it, nothing technical, that shows a great deal of club control. And if we can prove to ourselves we can hit it heel, toe, middle, then why can't we just use that same feeling out on the golf course when we feel a little bit nervous to try and concentrate on that middle strike every time? Because we almost often think about, oh, okay, I've got to work so much differently, work the body differently. And in some aspects that is correct. But if we could just hone on to what strike is, so ultimately all we're trying to do with the golf ball is, can we get the golf club to match up with the golf ball out the middle? So if we can train the heel, then we can train the toe, we're developing club face control, so out on the golf course, we create middle contact every single time. Training one out the middle now. So I've done heel, I've done toe, let's train a middle strike. Middle strike, a little bit heavy, but all in all, I'm developing some key skills. Now, be careful if everybody stuck to the right of you when you're trying to hit out the heel. But honestly, I have done this with people and the first time they look at me, they go, you sound crazy. What are you doing? That can't work. And I promise you, it does. Because if you can prove to yourself you can hit out the heel and not shank it, that is a groundbreaking moment. It's a bingo moment. It's a real good moment where we go, actually, I do have club face control and I'm not going to shank it ever again. If you did enjoy the content, guys, do not forget to hit that thumbs up button, as well as joining the comment I asked you at the start, what irons are you gaming for 2020?